Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Mythic Legions unboxing and review. And today, we got the Xylernian Guard.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mythic Legions unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Xylernian Guard. But for all your Xylernian Guard needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Jay's Toys and Games. Go over there for 15% off all in-stock items with discount code Kyle. Gotta get a deal. Shout out to JC and Hobby, 15%. Can't get a better deal than that with your Mythic Legion figures. So head over to Jay's toysandgames.com. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there because we're diving into these Mythic Mondays. For about the last year or so, I've been threading. I said, I'm building up all these Mythic Legions. I got to get around to unboxing these. I finally said, okay, it's time. Let's start getting after it. And we have started, as of last week, unboxing these Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions every single Monday on the channel. So make sure you do subscribe to this YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel, as we'll be diving into these probably for the next couple of years at this point. So stay tuned for all of that. But let's take a look at the packaging on this one here. Of course, very uniform style packaging on the Legions, we do know. Got the logo up top, got the little hole there to put it on a peg if need be. Mythic Legions down here. Big bubble window. In case you run into this guy, he'll sign it for you. I'm sure he will. Got a little crest action there on the side. Xylernian Guards. Hopefully I'm not butchering that name. I probably am. I think that's going to be one of the themes here on Mythic Mondays. But you do got a little cross-sell, or not a cross-sell, a little bio for him. We're going to see what it says about this Xylernian Guard. The Xylernian Guard are charged with protecting the borders of Xylernia. Easy for me to say. Stationed at outposts across that kingdom, these soldiers are comprised of the sub-races of elves found throughout the Xylernian flock. Amongst their ranks, there can be found wood elves, whispering ghost elves, and other members of the Fey race. Xylernian Guards are each given a golden shield bearing the visage of the great beast from which their faction is named. These shields mark their standing in the army of Xylernia and help the Xylernian Guard maintain their vigilant watch as they shield their beloved kingdom from the evils that wish to see it destroyed. So awfully wordy there, as we do know. Then we do get a little bit of a blurb back here. You can pause the video if you want to watch this along the way. But of course, collector packaging, collector-friendly packaging, I guess you'd call it, as you just slide this backing card out. You get all kinds of stuff, everything inside the package here. You get the silica gel. See you later, goodbye. That's some good eating right there. Make sure you heat up the joints. We always get that little warning, Spider-Man style. See you later, goodbye. Little plastic prison action right here for the Xylernian Guard. Looking good. 2 heads, so you can choose your own head adventure on this one. And then look at this. You get a baggie full of weapons. So I'm going to take this offline, get these out, get him out, and we'll be back talking all things Xylernian Guard. All right, got the Xylernian Guard out of the package. Let's dive in. Let's start with the accessories, work our way from there. And we're going to start off with this shield, and it has that crest that we saw on the side of the packaging. Very cool, like a big old buck right here, like a deer antler going on. Very ornate as far as a shield, especially when you're battling somebody and they're going to be pinging off this with arrows and swords and axes and things. But a very cool looking one here, all in gold, looking very nice, very ornate. That's got to be like a 12-point buck, 24-point buck, something like that. I'm not 100, as you guys know. But when I do see this, it kind of reminds me of the Jägermeister logo. Oh, shout out to Jägermeister. I was all in on Jägermeister back in college. That and Jack Daniels were my 2 drinks of choice. Love me some Jägermeister. I'll save all the gory details of why I stopped drinking Jägermeister. Maybe I'll save that for a story down the road. But it does give me that kind of feel, that little crest action here. So a very ornate shield, looking very nice. And of course, all about customizing with these figures. You're going to hear that a lot in these Mythic Legion unboxings. Same thing right here. you do got some shoulder guards here. So now let's just pretend we bought 2 of these figures. Use the different heads to make them different there. Different weapons. One gets the sword, one gets the bow and arrows. One puts the shoulder packets on here. The other one has them without. So you can make these totally different. It's all about the customization with these Mythic Legions. Drives me crazy, as you know, because it makes me say, I need to get 2 of these guys. And at the, $49 price point, $50 price point and above, pretty hard to buy multiples of these figures. We know how that goes. There's only so much dollars at the end of the day. We know how that is. But we did do shoulder guards over here. Looking very nice. Plug into the back, of course. Very ornate. Dirty gray wash to it. A little bit of color as well. Looks like a battle armor that we'd see on a knight. Something like that. So we got that going on. Now, we're getting down to the bows and the arrows. Look at this big bow here. Very, very, very ornate. Once again, real string right here, which is a nice attention to detail instead of just a rubber string or nothing there. You do get a real string here, but very ornate. Looks like something an elf out of the Lord of the Rings would have, no doubt about it. Now we do get 1 arrow because that's all he needs. It only takes 1. That's what he says. So you got the silver tipped arrow right there, green on the end, and then you got the quiver. Is it a quiver? Is that what that is? With all the other ones sculpted in there, and of course you got a little hook here you can hang off of the figure if you want to. Would have been nice if we could store this inside just for storage. Not the case right there. And then we got the weapon I'm probably going to use for this guy. It would be the big old sword here. Very ornate sword. Once again, steel blade on the end. Gold down here. Got a little bead action in there. Looking very nice. And a nice kind of ribbed handle on this one. So it looks like something a knight or somebody be defending their family, their friends, their village, whatever it may be, with something like that. But now we're going to dive into the Xylernian guard. Oh my gosh. All these names, I'm never going to remember them. It's just not going to happen. Or maybe one day it'll just click. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. We're going to start with the head out of the package. First thing you notice, green face on this guy. He's green face like a young Incredible Hulk is what's going on here. Got a couple of caterpillars up on top of his eyes and a reddish, kind of brownish color there. Very stoic, angry face on him. And then, of course, he does have the very cool knight's head here. Really a 3-in-1 figure. Display both faces. Display one with the knight's face kind of down there. It just hinges back and forth, as you would imagine it would. Gold and silver across the board. Looking very nice. Love the big cross right there in the middle, looking very cool. Then you got some holes on the side as well. For some ventilation, you got to be able to breathe in one of these things. But straight up knight's armor on this guy. Here you got the armor on the arms, chainmail going on, forearm guards. You got the nice leather suede type gloves going on. You get a schmuck. Is that what it's called? Over the top in green right here, looking good. And then you do got a little bit of loincloth like. Not quite a Turnian, but just cloth loincloth over the top. And then you got a plastic one down over the bottom. We'll say this one in the cloth right here, very nice because it's wired. It's wired there so you can move it around, move it off to the side, do whatever you want with it there. Looking very nice. Got a nice brown belt around him as well. Some straps hanging down. I got the buckle in there, looking very cool. You got protection on the sides, very much like a knight would have. You got protection on the side of the thighs over here. They are plastic. They do move around a little bit. And then, of course, the legs protected once again. Got the Terry Steinbach shin guards on there. You got to have those if you're going to protect those shins and knees. Looking very good there. And then some very cool brown shoes. I guess technically boots, but boy, they look like brown shoes. They almost look like my work shoes that I wear to work every day. Looking good over there. Now, articulation can be the same as all the Legions. Arms all the way around for us. Single jointed elbow, side to side. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head removable, back and forth, side to side, up and down. Pretty good movement as a whole on this guy right here as far as the head goes. You do get waist articulation. You do get those big old Mythic Legion splits. Look at that. You ever seen a knight that flexible? That knight's ready to take on the world for sure. Legs do go up, single jointed knee, a little bit of side-to-side action there. Ankles back and forth, side-to-side, up and down, of course. Got the second head sculpt here. Same kind of helmet going on, but a more human-like face on this one with the human skin tone color. However, got a touch of danger in there. He's got green eyes. Are they green with envy? Who knows what he's up to with that one, but green eyes on this. Basically the exact same face, just painted differently. But once again, army builder, you could have the yin and yang. How do you want it? You want human? You want the regular guy? You got to choose your own adventure. We know how that goes, but he does look good. I don't got any issues with this guy at all. Not going to be a super big character in your Mythic Legions, fig-fed Mythic Legions collection. Not sure he'd even be a front row guy there. Just kind of one of those guys, ancillary characters in the background, not necessarily always leading the charge, but a good one, especially if you're looking for a knight-style figure. And in green, especially. Of course, if you're an Oakland A's fan. I'll even take Green Bay Packers, but Oakland A's fan over here. Looking very, very nice and ornate, and that's one of the cool things about Mythic Legions as well. You get the beasts, you get the creatures, you get the steeds, you get the knights, you get the monsters, you get the trolls, you get the giants. You get all kinds of stuff in this world, and you get a little mixture of everything, and it really is a world-building line. And we're seeing that right here with more of a human-like, I guess, especially with that second head, knight going on here. And he does fit on a ringside collectible stand. Make sure you use discount code Kyle, save 10% at ringside collectibles. But there it is. The old knight is ready to go. Xylernian, I probably butchered that 50 times. Please forgive me. Hopefully the people over there will forgive me especially. But a good-looking figure here. Happy to have that in my collection. But what say you? You guys here for this? You guys living that Legion life? Let me know your thoughts on this one. Do I do green face or do I do the human skin tone, white skin tone color? What do I do? Help me choose. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, I made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. And of course, got 2 YouTube channels. Make sure you subscribe to both of those. And don't forget the Patreon for early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it, all going down on the old Patreon channel every single day. You can also support the channel over there at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for another Mythic Legions unboxing, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.